Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And a very sweet and vanilla welcome on. I'm expecting everybody's blessed health along your sweet family. And most importantly, you are thankful to your Almighty Allah. And I don't have such good bad news at the moment, but yes, I have a good news regarding Peshawar. It's cloudy and very attractive weather outside. Yes, this is the blast news that I have. And if you have some news, so please share.
Sir, in attack, Assalamu alaikum. Sir, in Indian attack, weather outside weather is too much hard today.
Okay, so beer. And you are absent, Mr. Khwaja.
Sir, because 3 o'clock I was sleeping yesterday.
Okay, you're sleeping, huh? Yes, anybody else who's having such news? Nobody? Okay. If you have nothing to share, so let's go to the vocabulary. Sadaf, what's your favorite color?
Sir, black.
Black. So let's have the writing in black then. The first word that I have for you, it's about the amicable. Amicable. Amicable means sociable. Sociable means a person who is friendly. If somebody is friendly or amicable, if somebody is friendly or sociable, it means that person is what? Amicable. I haven't received your presentation. Did you send me? Let me
Yes, sir.
hit check. Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't see. Okay, you'll do it after some time. So amicable means a person who is friendly and sociable. That person is amicable. In Urdu, we are saying milansar. वो बड़ा मिलनसार बंदा है. He is amicable or she is amicable. You know, I'm totally amicable. Believe me, I'm totally sociable. I am completely extrovert. You know, one we are having introvert. The second is we have extrovert. Extrovert means a person who likes being an outsider a lot. Extrovert means a person who cannot sit at one place all the time. So I'm an extrovert. I cannot sit at one place all the time. I'm not introvert. And now, what is introvert? Introvert means a person who is silent all the time or who is in isolation all the time. So that person is called what? Introvert. It's not raining, but it's cloudy. So what I was saying, like introvert, everybody is, you know, everyone right now, everybody must experience the introvert. Like I was introvert also. You know, introvert is a person who's isolated, who's shy, who's silent all the time. I was an introvert when I was in fifth class. After fifth class, I become extrovert. Then I did not feel shy, and then I didn't used to become in isolation. Right now, I'm completely extrovert. Clear? I'm sociable person. So maybe right now, maybe you are introvert right now. You are shy and you are not sociable with friends. A time will come that you will be also extrovert. That you will be and you'll be so confident while talking to different people. Clear? Okay, then the last word that I have for you, it is vivacity. Vivacity means a person who is likely attractive. yes is जिंदा दिल ओबरा जिंदा दिल इंसान है ओबरा जिंदा दिल इंसान है. So if somebody is in the dil, so that person is called what? He is a vivacity person. Clear? So amicable means arsalan, dostana. Extrovert means जो बाहर जो जिसमें हौसला भी ज्यादा हो और जो बाहर ज्यादा घूमते हुए रहते भी हों. फजूल नहीं, काम के लिहाज से कॉन्फिडेंट हो, सोशल हो लोगों के साथ. इंट्रोवर्ट शर्मीला इंसान, जैसे कि आप कंप्लीटली इंट्रोवर्ट हो अरसलान साहब, आप इंट्रोवर्ट हो, आप शर्मीले हो. एंड विविसिटी में जिंदा दिल इंसान जो हो. ओके, सो यस, हसन गिव मी एग्जांपल, हरी अप.
Sir, my father is an amicable person and he is an extrovert also. And in our family, nobody is introvert.
Nobody's introvert. Oh, that's good. Yes, Sadaf.
Amicable. I'm very amicable with my friends and introvert. Nowadays I'm little bit introvert, but I think I'm going on the side of extrovert.
Okay, Khwaja.
Yes, sir. My cousin is introvert, and my father is a amicable person,
Turjan,
and I am also.
you're also good. Good. Very good. Turjan.
The extrovert people are usually very amicable.
Daniel Saab.
I want my every friend to be amicable with me, and I'm an extrovert person, and we should not be introvert while a teacher asks a question. And I have a friend who is vivacity to everyone.
Okay. Yes, Arsalan. Arsalan.
So my father is amicable.
Another example. Give me
So,
another
and,
example.
and my cousin is a
Okay. Samira.
I'm amicable and extrovert person. We should not become introvert because introvert when we are introvert, so तब हम कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते. My cousin is vivacity girl.
Visit girl. Huh? Thank you. All right. So this is presentation by Sadaf. It's Corona, I think. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is one thing, like you all are having this profile, so please try to paste a picture in your profile, picture of anything. Like females should paste female speak, and male you can paste your own picture, or you can paste any other picture. So while in recording, it completely comes in empty blocks. So it seems to be a bit boring. Clear? So after the class, so try to just paste any picture. Understood? Female should face female pictures, and male you can upload your own pictures, or if you wish to upload any other picture, so whatever. Clear? So in your profile, you have to upload a picture.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how can we upload the picture on our profile?
Just go to your profile. It's very easy.
Okay, sir.
You cannot upload.
Sir, I can upload.
Okay. It's very easy, suppose you are supposed to go to your profile. Look at this. This is my profile. Okay. This is my Zoom. And then just go to your profile. Look at this. My profile. Click on your profile. So you will have this. Yes. And from here you can change or delete anything. You can do it. All right. Now, yes, Sadaf, the floor is yours.
Starting with the British Nepal and Japan impression.
Your voice is so slow.
Today, my presentation is about COVID-19. I will talk about the effects of COVID-19 not only in Pakistan or in only one country across the world. So, this my presentation is about COVID-19. COVID-19 COVID-19 was initiated from China. It was not only in one country or in two country, three country. It was across the globe, across the world, and it was not confined only in China and spread all across the globe. It has economic, political, social, technological, and environmental implications. Mean the effects of the economics, it has effects on economic, politics, in all these things. So I will tell about the effects of COVID-19. So first is the implication of the economics across the world and across the different countries. So we will know about how COVID-19 hit the economy of the country. The first thing was that transport, the world transport sector never faced such a loss. And second thing, that in year 2020, world airways fell in a loss of more than 50 hundred billion dollars, especially in the month of May, June, July, and it is quoted by the World Bank. And the railway sector fell in a bigger loss, especially in London, New York, and also in China. And in Pakistan, as we saw, that local buses and transport fell in a loss, in a big loss. And second thing is that that industry, the world industry never faced such a abnormal loss, and especially that was in the month of May, June, July, and that same process is going on also in 2021. And automobiles, textile, sport fully closed in Europe, China, India, USA, and also Pakistan. World hydrocarbon sector means from where we can get that petrol, coal, and everything. In 21st century, 2020 was the worst year for the hydrocarbon sector. And the price of the hydrocarbon sector never went into negative. Mean before it never went into negative, but in 2020 the USA give money and also give oil for taking the oil for 7 days. USA did the same thing. The third thing is world tourism. 2020 was the worst year in the history of the USA because it affected those countries for which the tourism was a way of earning for them, and more than 1 trillion was lost by Europe, Canada, China, Dubai, and also Egypt. And tourism related to business job mean a lot of that business that they are related to tourism, they faced a lot of problems because transportation and industries, restaurant, hotel, everything was closed, and the world never faced such a great unemployment. Even in the Great Depression, in World War I, in World War II, the world has not faced such a abnormal unemployment. And in India, 12 crore people lost their jobs, and in Europe, 30 million people, and in USA, 27 million, and Pakistan, 5 million, because of the closure of industries, transportations, hotel sector, and everything. Then, then fourth thing is world GDP. Where GDP stands for gross domestic product. It is that whatever you produce in your country, that is your GDP. So world GDP never faced such abnormal means, and never faced such a loss in last 5 decades. And the GDP of the most countries gone into negative. For example, the USA from 2.8% it went to minus 4.7, and India from 5% to minus 4.9%. It was the major decline, it was a major decline in the world. And China 5% to 1%, but it did not go into the negative. And Pakistan from 2.3% to minus 4%. And the second thing is the political implications. Mean how the COVID-19 affects the politics and how the leaders work throughout it. So now I will tell about the political implications of COVID-19. First thing is the free mobility of the citizen restricted. Mean the people could not move from one place to another. They were restricted to one place. For example, that in Saudi Arabia, they closed the Hajj. People could not go to Saudi Arabia for performing Hajj, and the India's temple were closed, and tourism was also stopped. And the world trade that it declined by 60%. Why? Because that there was a decline in the demand. People could not demand. There was no any demand in the from the world trade. And stay restricted in the seaport for everything was closed, because the priority of every government is is the health safety. And the WHO, the World Health Organization, that has been responsible for such a pandemic I mean in the past, the WHO has been responsible for this type of pandemic, and he successfully controlled the previous pandemic. But this year, this that the WHO has given the very weak performance in due to COVID-19, and it was because of there's no money. The WHO has not gotten money from the US and from the European countries, and also WHO cannot provide vaccine to the third world countries, mean those countries which are even not in the underdeveloping countries. And the gene transformation, because of the gene transformation, WHO can also cannot mean also cannot provide or respond cannot give the good performance, because the COVID-19 is changing the gene transformation. And state adopting coercive method, mean the force which state were using during the COVID-19. The curfew in the series of countries across the world. For example, in Italy there was a curfew, in England, Spain, in India, and etc. And the majority of the countries adopted expensive lockdown, but Pakistan adopted smart lockdown. It means that hotel were closed, only parks closed, and the education institutions they were closed. Then Pakistan was suggested from other countries that there should be curfew, but Pakistan did not do it because of the Pakistan could not bear the a curfew or the expensive lockdown. Now, social implications, the effects in this society or in social. For first, that lockdown by state, and second, the employment in the third world countries, and also psychological issues were there. And public park were closed. Greetings pattern was changed from before it was changed. Now in COVID-19, the greeting system was changed all. And the world health system of even the developed countries like USA, Italy, Spain badly affected. And in Pakistan, the ventilators medicines become shorter and shorter. Even we could not get enough masks in our country. This picture is showing that that how doctors are dealing with the COVID-19. They are on the front stage, and they are providing us that we and they are providing us, they are making us stronger, so we should listen their advices and protect us and also our surrounding. This picture is showing that scientists have been working for this disease, but it is so difficult to find it, to search about it, because it is changing its gene. So that's why it's so difficult for scientists, but scientists have been searching for this disease. So at last, I want to say that we should protect ourselves and also our families from this disease, and become united and start supporting each other. And thank you for listening.
Awesome. Awesome presentation did by Sadaf Hafeez. And if somebody who's having question from her, so please, you can ask. Like one thing is still there's a Phalamox, like COVID-19 exists, that's okay. But the vaccine also came. So why is there more lockdown, Sadaf? Okay, COVID-19 exists, so we got the vaccines now. So why is there lockdown? Okay, if somebody has been affected by COVID-19, go and get the vaccination, that's all. So why is there more drama? Why is are there more dramas regarding it? Lockdown again, lockdown. You know, people are already depressed and anxiety, and they are depressing a lot again. If somebody gets coronavirus, COVID-19, okay, fine. There is vaccine. Go and get it.
First of all, that people are not mean doing vaccine from of COVID-19. And second thing is that there's a shortage of vaccine. Mean in our country, there's no any vaccine for we should do it. And the third thing is that every vaccine is not working because that it is changing the DNA genes. That's why.
Okay. And from where have you got this news? What is the source of this news?
Which one, sir?
Like you said, DNA is changed, and every vaccine is not working.
Sir, from lectures.
Lectures. Whose lecture? Like,
Yes, sir. Sir, the lectures of current affair. I listened from that.
okay, fine. So whenever you are sharing such news, so you should also tell the source as well. Okay. So try to get like website or from which website have you taken from, which book have you heard, or the name of that author. That really matters. Yes, Sir Khwaja, would you like to ask something?
Yes, sir. Would you like to say something about your question? Why this lockdown, more lockdown, and
Why there is
vaccination?
lockdown?
Vaccination is also here, and COVID is again coming after vaccination. If someone is taking vaccine and then he is taking again mask and he is taking again SOPs and he follows SOPs, and why COVID again come to him?
You are asking from me?
From sir.
Okay, from me, like, so why is there more and all those things? Okay. The first, like for example, okay, we have the coronavirus and we get the vaccine. Okay, your question is that okay, if there is a corona, so and get the vaccination. So according to BBC and WHO, like the vaccines are available, but Pakistan ordered 10 lakh vaccines, and the population of Pakistan is 22 crores. So that is a huge gap. And I don't think that Pakistan can afford more vaccines. But yes, Saudi, like Shah Salman King, and last year has announced that in the month of June, so they are going to give relief of $500 million. So this is the thing in which we all are waiting.
Okay.
Now let's go to our activity sheet. So we were in unit 15 is not done, I think. This is done. Reduction of have. Have you done it? This is also done, right? Reduction of have. So
No, sir, we
reduction,
can't.
we'll do this
Sir,
pronunciation,
we
right?
don't done.
This is done. Okay, not done. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is not null. So okay, we are going to do this perspective. That was a big mistake. Oh, really? What was the big mistake? Listen to people talk about recent predicaments. Predicament means problems. Then check the best suggestion for each one. Okay, problem number one and three suggestions. Problem number two, predicament number two, and the suggestion. Which one is the best suggestion? So let's listen.
Exercise 7. Perspectives. That was a big mistake. Part A. Listen to people talk about recent predicaments. Then check the best suggestion for each one.
I borrowed my sister's brand new car and I scratched it while I was parking. I didn't want her to be upset with me, so I told her the scratch was there already. What should I have done?
You should have told her about it. You should have taken it to a repair shop. You should have offered to pay for that damage. Yes, Sadaf. Which one is best according to your mind?
Sir, according to me, the second one, you should have taken it to the repair shop.
And Arsalan, what do you think? Arsalan. Arsalan. Daniel.
Sir, according to me, the second and third are right.
Okay, if I were in this person's place, yeah, I should have taken it to the repair shop. The best option is this. Now let's go to problem number two.
You should have told her about it. You should have taken it to a repair shop. You should have offered to pay for the damage. I forgot my best friend's birthday. I felt terrible, so I texted him to apologize, but he's still upset. What would you have done?
I would have called him right away.
I would have sent him a nice birthday present. I would have invited him out for a meal.
Okay, I felt terrible. Terrible means very bad. So yes, Durjan.
Sir, I would choose the third one. I would have invited him out for a meal.
Okay. And Hassan?
So second one, I would send him a nice birthday.
Okay. And Khwaja?
The second.
I would have sent him. If I were, I would have called him right away. Yes, this would what I have done. Okay. Now, do you agree with each other or you don't agree with each other? Okay, we have already discussed who is agreeing, who's not agreeing. Let's go. Yes, Samira, what would you have done?
So number first, I would have called him right away.
Fine. Grammar. Use would have or should have. Okay, this is for suggestions and we will doing it by tomorrow as we have 3 minutes for this. Okay, so we'll do it by tomorrow, the grammar. Now let's come to the pronunciation. Reduction of have, we can say it for example out. What we have done, for example, I have, I've. So let's listen.
Exercise 9. Pronunciation. Reduction of have. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how have is reduced in these sentences.
What would you have done?
I would have told the truth.
Okay, so simple. I would become I would have. I have become I've. Clear? Let's go to the problem solved. Listen to an advice podcast. Podcast means radio. Complete the chart. Ronnie, the problem and what the person did. Becca, problem and what did. Oh, it's 4 minutes. It can't be done right now. This can't be done right now. Okay, let me give you a homework writing. Advice needed. Write a post to a community blog. Now, what is blog? Blog is a website that anybody can make, and you can upload your own videos, your own articles, your own story, anything. That is a blog. About real or imaginary problem. You can talk about the real or imaginary problem. Put your drafts on the wall. Drafts means like whatever you will be written. And choose one to write a reply to. Clear? So we cannot do it as we are not in physical classes, but yes, we can exchange our voice notes by tomorrow. Suppose what went wrong? I lent my girlfriend $10,000 to help her pay for her college tuition. That was about a year ago, and At the time, she said she would pay me back as soon as she found a job. She never even looked for a job. Last week, I asked her for my money back, and she ac- accused me of being selfish, accused me ilzam lagana, and sympathetic बेरहम and insensitive बेहसस इसमें कोई एहसास ना हो. She broke up with me and now she won't even talk to me anymore. What did I do wrong? What should I have done? And what should I do now? Does anyone have any suggestions? Very difficult opinions is going to be asked. Okay, this is your homework. What you have to do, you have to write about a problem, clears or imaginary problem. Just write the problem, and that problem went bigger and bigger rather solving. Clear? Suppose one day I was going to help my friend. So when I reached there, another person already went and helped him. And I told him, "Can I help you?" And he said, "Why did you come late?"